Hey, Mike.
Oh, nice autumn color.
Thank you.
Oh, that's true.
Did anyone notice that I trimmed the hedges out front?
Can you please tell me what the Pokemon
I
is?
told you already. This is
I mean,
the
they look
third
good.
time. Vanillite.
I'm going to explain this to you one more time.
Does it look like an
I'm
ice
going
cream
to
cone?
hang up on you.
Yeah. Why do you think I told you? I think we found my Pokemon.
Are you saying you want to eat it?
I think you owe her an apology for being a poor listener.
What?
I
I apologize for being a poor listener.
I accept your apology. Thank you.
I get you.
Yes.
How are we?
I mean, there's 2 more coming. I guess we could start.
Who's coming?
Why don't we
Oh,
give it
those
5
are
more
Dave.
minutes?
Or
Let's give
Lou
him 5
and
more
John
minutes.
Savage.
5 minutes isn't going to kill us.
But we're live and people are watching and we're not doing it.
I'm near the chapstick and I was like, man, I've never gone to
I'll give
chapstick all the
him,
way
no,
down.
I'm not going
I
to give
haven't
him.
either. Like,
Guess what?
Usually, like, melts. Or
I'll give him 1 more minute. For the people that are watching, we're not starting
far
on
down,
time.
right?
We're starting a little bit
Well,
late
yeah.
because of
And I
JTS
was
and
like,
Lube, who
Man,
are busy
I've never taken a chapstick
Doing-
all the way to the
doing
end.
this with each other, I think. They were hanging out playing like board games or video games or
I've had
something.
that
I don't know.
too.
But we will start in a minute.
Who are you talking to? Yourself?
Yep. I hear a car. Are you around today?
No, you can put your hand right through me right now if you wanted.
I'm asking because
This guy.
there's a request for family dinner at Friendly's.
What is this?
It's the chapstick I was just using.
It's
What the heck is this? This is like fancy
What
stuff.
the heck?
I got to pull out some chapstick. Carrie keeps me in
Ugh.
chapstick.
We'll start soon, I promise.
Dunkin'
starting
Donuts
it.
has a chapstick that's like pumpkin
Chapstick
spice
flavored
flavored, and it
Ew.
comes in like a tiny little
Donut
Dunkin'
grease.
Donuts cup.
That's pretty cute.
But
though.
this is amazing.
All right, we're
Like,
starting.
I've got old man
oh, boy.
chapstick. Look at this. No, look at this is
Good.
this is
I
where
know
we
it's-
started.
I know it's ice cream related, but what's it called?
Vanilloid. Vanilla Monster.
What is it? Please tell me.
Look at that.
Vanilla ice.
too.
Vanillite.
Oh, this is
Vanillite.
It's kind of
All
like
right.
a lady's
3, 2, 1.
lipstick.
Go Nintendo
But-
podcast.
But
Webisode,
fancy.
I don't know, 582, the Vanilla Ice. Vanillite podcast.
Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice podcast.
I want y'all to know that we have
I want
found.
y'all to know.
We found my Pokemon.
Vanillite.
The Vanilla Ice podcast.
My brain.
Ninja Rat.
Can you tell us about Vanillite, please?
He's currently on Dancing with the Stars this season.
Is he? That's not
Vanilla.
true, right?
Yeah, no, he is. America loves a comeback story, and he's had a couple, I think.
Yeah, he's had at least 2, right?
Right, and most recently
What
had
was the first comeback?
When he started doing like
movies.
no. When he started doing like metal versions of his own songs.
I
think
thought
he
the
still
first
does,
comeback
though.
was when he
Or that's you mean that was the
when he
comeback?
joined up with the Ninja Turtles because his star had already faded by then.
No, but
No.
like this is like a real comeback
That was
where
1991.
he had
It
like
was,
legal
the height of his
issues or
star.
whatever, right? There was that whole controversy of people breaking into buildings around that building that he was remodeling. Did you hear about this?
No, I'm apparently not up on my Vanilla Ice.
I don't know,
news.
like it was unclear, but there were like something shady going on because he's got that remodeling show, or did have that. I don't know if they canceled
that
it.
I remember.
And they were saying they didn't know if it was him or like people working for him that broke into a house nearby the house that he was remodeling.
Oh, it was him. Come on.
But now he's on Dancing with the Stars. He's gonna, shake
Steal
the
stuff
same.
from there. Mom brain, please.
He'd be smart to do the ninja rap
Vanilla
dance, just
Ice.
like how Carlton did the Carlton.
But he made people wait all season to get it on America's Funniest Videos.
What's that?
He hosts America's
Oh, he
Funniest
didn't
Videos
do the
now.
Carlton.
He did it at the end of the first season he
Oh, really?
hosted. Yeah. We're in season 2 of him
Well, I mean,
already.
you don't
Now he's
want
gonna do
to.
it
You don't
every-
want to blow your load right away.
That's right.
With the
You can't.
Carlton.
I mean, people were tuning in and they're like, I need the
That's what
Carlton.
got the
I need to see
ratings.
the Carlton.
Sorry, my brain.
The anticipation. I'm sorry, Vanilla Ice. Go for it.
Mom brain, please. Vanilla.
Vanillite heads are covered with something resembling a swirled scoop of vanilla ice cream. Beneath this lies its actual head, which is made of the same icy material as its body. Like me.
There's a baby inside of your body.
It has dark blue eyes, a dark blue mouth, light blue crystals on its cheeks. Its small body is adorned with specks of ice and has
Sounds like a
stubby
drug
arms.
addict.
The snow on a Vanillite's head can melt with heat or
Where's my
repeated touching, leaving it with a bald appearance of simply an ice creature. In the Japanese Pokedex for Coma, it becomes
Wait,
embarrassed.
does this say what?
Pokedex for Coma,
All right.
C-O-M-A, right? 2 M's is a comma.
Yeah.
It becomes embarrassed if seen in the state. Vanillite can blow winds as low as
Can blow
negative
big time.
58
It can
degrees
also break
Fahrenheit, which causes it to create ice crystals and can make it snow in nearby areas when it exhales. It sleeps under snow and gains energy from the morning sun. This is me. This is my Pokemon.
Wait, wouldn't if he gains the energy from the morning sun, when he melt?
I mean, if it's still cold out, you can still be cold in the sun.
Story checks out.
So,
Pokemon are nothing if they don't directly follow the laws of nature.
sorry.
Lumbering, please.
The screen is frozen. It's 582. It's a ice type. Its abilities include Ice Body, and its hidden ability is Weak Armor, which doesn't sound like an ability, really. 50-50 male to female ratio. They're a foot tall, and they weigh 12 pounds, give or
How
take.
come we never see Pokemon penises and vaginas? It's about time. Get with the times, Nintendo. Pokemon
Rule
Company.
34.
You should
Go
watch
for
that
it.
movie, Strokemon.
Is that real?
Oh yeah,
that
my
real?
God.
Rule 34, man.
Gotta catch it all.
Rule 34, man. It's the greatest.
Gotta catch it all.
Oh! You mean,
Also,
love, right?
Also, did you say it evolves into a Jim Dandy?
Chamomile says.
Get it on the camera.
Chamomile says its abilities include ice body.
Oh.
Roth said something I want to go back to. Let me find it. Roth. Where did it go?
Roth.
It disappeared.
Roth?
Roth says there was a rom-com back in the early 90s that Vanilla Ice starred in. I vaguely remember he was riding a motorcycle.
Movie night movie?
I'll have to find that movie.
Cool as ice.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
was it
we
the
watched
same
it.
motorcycle?
What?
Was it like the same motorcycle he rode in Cool as Ice?
It's gotta be, right?
Cool as ice. The movie, the game.
Hello, TAW.
Starring the delightful John Heder.
And Nate Senpai, and Shellshock Prime, and Low Camp, and Chamomile, and SD Sick Hero, and whoever else I didn't, Roth, and whoever else I didn't say. Mr. T, but TII, Red Dragon, all you guys and gals, thanks for joining us. God damn it. I was just going to say something about something you said. It's gone. Whatever. All right, let's get to some very important stuff. So I have some thank yous to give out. A couple weeks ago, I did a video about Paper Mario Color Splash, talking about it as the last Wii U exclusive title from Nintendo. So that is the last first-party exclusive that you're going to get from Nintendo. There's still Breath of the Wild coming to Wii U, but that's going to be on NX as well. So I did a little video about the Wii U itself and, launch to now and feeling sad that it's coming to an end, and obviously didn't get as much love as Nintendo wanted, but still enjoyed the system. So I put that up there and you guys enjoyed it, whatever, blah, blah. So then yesterday I was on the old Twitter and I saw that Chugga Conroy on Twitter tweeted it out to everybody because it was the launch day for Paper Mario Color Splash. You can now buy it. And he said since it's the launch day, he wanted to show that to his followers. So he retweeted it to his followers. And then Bulba Garden retweeted it to their followers. And then Zelda Universe retweeted it to their followers. So there was a very big bump yesterday in the people checking out the video. And I wanted to say thank you to all three of those people /websites /YouTube content creators for tweeting out that link. I really appreciate it. So thanks for checking that out. And if you haven't seen it, you can go, I think it's still in the Go Original Content section, or you can just go on the GoNintendo Twitter, because I retweeted some of the stuff, so you can check it out there if you haven't already. And while you're checking out the GoNintendo YouTube, I'm very happy to say that Parents Play is back. I finally had time to edit another episode. I've been ridiculously busy. And I had that one episode of Severed sitting there forever waiting for waiting to be edited, and I just didn't have the time. But the other night I had a few hours, and I was like, well, I got to do it. Now's the only time I've had it. So I edited that together, and I put it out there, and the guys at Drinkbox, which is the company that made the game, are big fans of the video. They really appreciated it, and they said they were crying from laughing. So
What did I say? That one thing your dad said was amazing.
the
Silver me bimbers or something. I mean, I can just look
Siver me chimbers.
something.
That sounds like a bad Wheel of
Siver me
Fortune guess.
chimbers.
Yeah,
I'd like to solve the puzzle. Siver me chimbers.
Siver me
Shiver
chimbers.
me Chimbers.
And then there was also the Native American thing.
Yes, and specifically, one of the guys at Drinkbox was like, I've heard my dad say that joke a million times before, and hearing your dad say it was amazing. He's like, every time I hear it, I'd never heard that. So I thought that was really funny.
I didn't know you edit those things so heavily.
Yeah, that's what people wanted, so that's what I've been doing.
How do you do some of that stuff? Do you still use the regular editor?
No.
Which
Learning
video
as I
did you
go.
start doing that on?
I want to say WarioWare. No. Yeah, maybe it was. WarioWare Smooth Moves.
Especially with the replay.
Jesus, I have such a terrible memory that I can't figure out what video it was, and there's only been like 3 or 4 of them. Yeah, people were
once
like,
you started the face cam.
well, that's why I started it too, because I wanted to I think I did one with the face cam before I went into editing, but people were saying they really liked the episodes, but they were too long. So, for example, this episode before I edited it was 50 minutes long, and I got it down to 15 minutes long. So,
What? Holy cow.
the more content that there is for me to edit means they're enjoying the game more and they talk less. So it's edited. Like, there was lots of footage of them playing and enjoying the game, but not lots of talking or stuff. So, so yeah, that's available now, and I am not using Windows Movie Maker anymore.
Severide?
Severide, yeah.
Which, hey, I feel like my hands just did Donald Trump. But yeah, he, to his whatever, his credit, it's spelled wrong in the beginning there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I think that was edited.
I made that, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Oh, I guess I did a really good
that was
job.
pretty good. I thought it was I thought it did that, and then the screen flashed and it changed to Sever.
No, I made that, yeah.
Well, the first time I watched it, I had the sound off and I was like, wait, that's not how it's supposed to be spelled.
I made that in the editing suite known as Paint. I just took half of one of the other letters and split it, and that was it.
You watched that twice?
So
I watched it half of once.
you haven't watched the whole thing? How far did you get?
Sibber me chimbers, and then I messaged you, and then I was like, "Oh, I got to do some other things with my day."
So yeah, I switched over to I always get it wrong. I think it's called Power Director. So I was looking for an editing software, and I was like doing searches, and then I was trying to find editing software that's not $1 million, that's really well reviewed, and everything was coming up Power Director.
Millhouse.
And I was like, all right, well, I'll look at Power Director. So for the super suite of Power Director, everything you can possibly get, it's $150. I was like, that I'm gonna edit videos every week, so that's not terrible.
But what you do, you just key out, you did the raw thing, and you keyed out the window, and then rotoscope.
Oh yeah. Well, on YouTube's full of green screen things already. So I went looking on YouTube for a replay thing, and that was there. I was like, well, I'm definitely using that one. And then you just do a chroma key in Power Director, and it's literally here's the color, click this color, hit this button, and it takes it out. That's it. And then you just layer the videos, one behind the other. So yeah, I'm learning how. The hardest thing
do a really great job.
Thank you. Did you see the part where my dad pulled something out of his head?
No. That
was something I learned new this week. It was very challenging. He pulls something out of his head, and I needed it to appear out of his head, and then I needed it to track his hand, and then he throws it on the floor. So it was 3 different things I had to do at once. It looks cheesy, but I learned how to do it, and it took forever.
I think the cheesier aspect makes it look
better. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I like the cheesy aspect of it. Like Tim and Eric. That's why a lot of Tim and Eric is funny, because it's so cheesy. Low Camp says, good on you, RMC. Don't follow the Game Grumps route. Uninterrupted gameplays may turn out into boring dialogues after a while. Then you'd be forced to use jump laughs at every second to keep people's attention up. Well, of course, you know what happens as soon as I start editing the videos. People are like, how can I see the unedited video? So again, I'm looking into that.
And then they complain that the unedited video is too long.
Too
Well,
long.
it's because it's not edited. There's no funny graphics in this
Well,
one.
there was somebody that was like, can you edit the videos and not put in the extra funny stuff? And I'm like, man, I'm going to do like 4 different versions of the same video. So I'm looking into that. Like I said before, I do want to put out unedited versions like I used to, but I'm not going to put them on YouTube. I'm going to have the edited ones as the regular ones. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I saw people on YouTube were saying like, can we please give you money and you'll make these? And I said, I don't want money.
How about this? You just create a whole other website or platform to post just your
That's
videos.
Well, I was thinking I'd do a Patreon and I'd
Why
literally make it like $1 a year. And then you could get all that stuff if you want. Because it's not, I don't know. I'm going to do it. I know people want to see it like that. So I will do it. So the fans that don't want them edited can see it that way. But yes, we are into editing and that's the way it's going to be. And I'm having fun doing it. I just, I'm learning as I go. So sometimes it takes a while. Plus, my dad's references are so goddamn old that I have to take forever to find stuff that I've never seen in my life before. Like I knew about
what is it, Sinbad?
oh god.
Sinbad.
No. The guy's name was Sabu.
Yeah.
Thief of Baghdad. I knew about that movie and I'd seen clips of it, but actually finding it somewhere, I found like one clip on YouTube of somebody recording it on a phone from like 2003 off their TV. And I was like, well, no. But Hulu had the movie. So then the next best part was I had to go through the movie to find a part he was talking about. I'm like, oh my god. It took like an hour.
Shovel got weird around here lately.
Why don't you just?
Why?
You're watching weird movies.
Oh yeah.
If your dad
Movies
makes
from
ridiculous
hundreds of years
references
ago.
like that, you should task him in finding it.
It's funny you say that because he brought that up, or I brought that up with him, and he goes, "It's on the internet. You get it on the internet." That's his
He
answer.
knows.
SC Sickero says, RNC, did you ever figure out that song your dad was singing? Well, here's the funny thing. He was singing, somebody on Facebook found it and linked me to it. And my dad said he didn't know it was an actual song. Like he didn't know there was a whole thing like that. So he had never heard that. And he doesn't know where he heard it the first time, the part that he knew. So
The internet. It's probably on
the internet. Found it on the internet.
I don't know if this is going to upset you. Did you ever
Get
find
out.
out what that song that you were singing that was stuck? in your
No,
head?
no, I didn't find out that song, okay?
But last night your dad did pull through.
I just logged into Reddit today, and every once in a while somebody will comment and be like, is it this? And I'm like, nope, not that. Yeah, last night. Well, Kirby, you're good at music. Let's see if you can figure out what this song is.
Wait,
This
another
is from
song?
years ago?
I know this song, like I have the answer. Yes, it's from a while ago. I want to say like late 70s.
So it's not
So we heard it.
J-Lo?
We were at a wedding last night. We heard it at the wedding, and I knew the song. Somebody she works with. I literally knew no one there. So
Well, you know,
I knew the song, and everybody at the table knew the song,
You know
but
you.
didn't know the name. No lyrics. So the song goes like this.
Oh, I know. Is it ABBA?
Yeah.
There's no music. Words?
No, there's no lyrics. And then it just like kind of starts over again and over and over and over again.
Yeah, I've heard it too. I couldn't tell you.
Wait, they played it at the wedding?
Yeah.
And you couldn't.
They even went and asked the DJ, and he didn't know.
You couldn't.
We all did our Shazam things, and it didn't work. It's
But that part's like played on a trumpet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think specifically my dad said flugelhorn, but it could just be my dad saying
Oh,
that.
is it Chuck Mangione?
No, but they did play Feel So Good. It's Herve Alpert, Rise.
Oh, okay.
But so we're all listening to the song, and I was like, I'm going to ask my dad. I know he'll know it. And I sang it to him on the phone, and he got it in like 5 minutes. He's like, oh, I got that album. Let me go find it.
I'm going to tell you a funny story about the first time I got this album.
Yeah, right. No, thankfully, since Haytel has its limits, he doesn't get to go on forever.
It's amazing that he really is like back in my day.
Yeah. And you really do start back in that day. All right. So the parents play. I thank
by the
3
time he's
people.
done telling the story, it's back in your day.
Yeah. something. Check out More Junk Snacks. Austin, Name of Austin on YouTube. That one show fun. I think that's it. All right, let's get into regular news. I feel like there's something else I was supposed to talk about, but whatever. All right, Europe, this week's downloads. What did Europe get on the Wii U and the 3DS?
Talking about their uploads.
Well, we're telling you what Nintendo uploaded.
Exactly.
Nintendo's uploads on the Wii U and 3DS for this week.
In Europe.
Paper Mario Color Splash
What's
is
that
available on the Wii U. Well, let me tell you, a mystery is afoot on Prism Island, and only Paper Mario can solve it by restoring the island's vanishing colors with his new paint hammer and the powerful battle cards up his sleeve. These fresh layers of strategy, along with hilarious action-adventure gameplay the series is known for, make this one of the most colorful Paper Mario action-adventure games ever.
I would
That's
hope
what
it's
about.
the most colorful.
Me too.
Also,
It's
I'm not
kinda
entirely
clear.
sure it's teaching kids a good lesson, or adults, about painting if you're going to be painting with a hammer. You're going to have a lot of home remodeling issues going on.
Paint with a hammer, fix it with a brush. WarioWare Smooth Moves is available for download on the Wii U. That is the Wii game where you use the form baton, which is, the Wiimote. Act It Out, a game of charades, is available on Wii U.
Act it out!
Choose from over 1,500 secret phrases that act out from categories including film, music, and video games. More than just acting, you can even sing, draw using the Wii U gamepad or describe the hidden phrases. That's what I was trying to beat.
You can try.
Nice of you to make it.
Yeah. Well, we're busy.
That's
what
funny,
he
because
said.
that's exactly what I
Well,
said.
you know us too well.
But that was only
It's not
on
even
camera. I
5:30.
didn't say anything, so just people watching knew
Okay.
that. But I figured that's what was keeping you. I figured that's what was keeping you up.
Civ.
Civ, yeah. Yeah, Lube was playing Civ,
Keeping
and
it
John
Civ.
Savage was watching.
Just watching, yeah.
Naked.
Watching you play Civ. We've been doing it for 7 hours. Ninja Pizza Girl is available on the Wii U.
6 hours.
You tell us about Ninja Pizza Girl.
No, Lube, why don't you tell us about Ninja Pizza Girl?
Ninja. Instead of-
Oh, wow. Well, number one, I'm going to have to preface this because it is adults only. So that's the
I'm not
ESRB
surprised.
rating is AO. So you are a pizza delivery girl, all right, and your job is to deliver pizza. But every house you go to, the guys don't want to pay. So they're like, is there some other way we can pay? And she's like, why, sure. And then you use your female ninja skills on them to get the money out of their wieners.
The end, you just went for it. All right, that's fine. All right, well, let's see how it matches up with the actual
No, I
description.
If I was delivering a pizza and somebody was like, is there any other way? I'd be like, yeah, wash my car. Yeah, I'm going to get something
Paint
out
my
of
house.
Tinted windows.
In the not too distant future, traffic is so bad
Here's a
there
hammer,
is
paint my
only
living room.
one way to deliver a pizza across town in 30 minutes or less. Underpaid teenage ninjas. Ninja Pizza Girl is a supreme platformer with a deep dish message.
Supreme.
That's right. Featuring an old school action platformer vibe, a dedicated speedrun mode, and comic cutscenes hand drawn by an authentic teenage girl. There you go.
It's hand drawn by a teenage girl.
That's what it says.
It's a teenage pizza girl made by a teenage girl pizza.
Was it you said an authentic teenage girl?
An
That's what I
authentic
said,
teenage
yeah.
girl turned to a wall.
Authentic teenage girl.
Certified
I wanna point out-
teenage girl.
SC Sick Hero says you're wrong. They wouldn't get money out of your wieners. They'd get it out of your sausages because it's pizza.
Yeah, but you're not trying to get the money from the pizza. You're trying to get the money from the deadbeat guy who doesn't want to pay.
Wouldn't that-
Yeah, and you said money out of their wieners,
Yeah,
and he's
that's
saying
what he
money
said.
out of their
Well,
sausages.
you know Nintendo, it's like they do coins instead of blood. So you're trying to get
Oh.
it's just like
What Nintendo game
No,
is
I-
point instead of blood?
I
you
figured
know,
it out.
like in No More
No
Heroes,
More
it was
Heroes did.
coins. It's
Oh yeah,
blood
there's
pouring.
no blood in that game.
So in this game, instead of adult fluids coming out, it's like
Adult fluids.
No.
Everyone
Okay,
just
so
likes
I-
coins
I
and
thought
blood.
it means many
Didn't they
fluids,
explode in
and
like a
only those
dark
are adult
cloud
fluids.
and coins came out?
You know how I can answer this question? That was the other thing I was going to say. This week, my parents played No More Heroes.
What?
They explode in coins. There's a plume of smoke and sprays of blood everywhere.
Sprays of
All
blood.
three of them, all at once.
It's red blood? I
Yeah,
don't remember.
yeah. In Japan, they took out the blood. It was just the coins and the
Okay,
smoke.
so he's talking about the Japanese version.
Well,
we
can
know
say
Lou
ninjas.
spent a lot of time overseas And he played the
Delivered
Japanese
pizza.
version of No
Mega
More
Jacob F
Heroes.
says the other name of this game is Mirror's Edge Pizza Hut Edition. Ping 1.5 Plus is available on the Wii U. It's a puzzle game. How do I say this? Cybo? Cybo is a game that matches together mechanics of many timeless arcade classics in a new sleek form. Fight your way through the hexagonal defense systems of the universe in the original levels, or try to get hexagonal, or try to get the highest score in endless mode. VROG is available with V and R capitalized.
Ooh.
VROG.
Is it
Virtual
virtual reality
reality
OG? Like a caveman
Frog.
game?
No,
Welcome to
it's
VROG.
You play as a
Frog.
frog in a virtual reality setting.
Play as a frog
Ooh.
in its favorite pond in this innovative and beautifully animated virtual reality game. Leap across the
I
small,
was
lovingly
right.
designed lake and see what's on the menu. Catch your favorite insects and beat the high score, but watch out for those wicked wasps
Wiki wow.
I didn't know
The
wasps
bugs,
were
not
the
the people.
natural predators.
in the swamp. Yeah, they're all over. Minecraft Wii U Edition has been updated with the Chinese mythology patch. China. Special deals on Infinity Runner, Word Search by Paugi, Dracula's Legacy, Jones on Fire, and Queen's Garden. 3DS got Mario Party Star Rush, so Europe gets that a little bit ahead of us. That's available now. And also for free, you can download Mario Party Star Rush Party Quest. And that specifically says 4 friends, 4 3DS family systems, but only 1 copy of Mario Party Star Rush? No problem. With Mario Party Star Rush Party Guest, everybody can have access to the full multiplayer experience with a single copy of the game.
Wait.
So one person buys and everybody plays for free.
Oh, that's
Downloads
nice.
over the internet.
Did you just throw
Yeah.
that?
No,
belch
like
across
system
the
to
table?
system, wireless.
So wow,
Yeah,
Hey,
there's been
is
a
that-
lot of games like that.
have there?
Well, not a lot, but you know.
There have been a
Yeah.
I know
number
DS
of games.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On 3DS, yeah.
yeah.
I
We've
would
done
say
it
probably
Oh,
more.
that's a
Like
3DS. game.
LOL, remember?
Yeah, they don't put out DS games anymore. Unless it's
I-
virtual console.
I was thinking Wii. That would have been crazy, or Wii U.
3DS game, Mario Party Star Rush Party Quest.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, on Wii U, you're all sitting in front of the same TV.
Not if you're playing on the internet.
Yeah, one person sitting
Across,
on the
that would be
Come
toilet.
on.
crazy. That's why I was.
Nintendo never going to add online to Mario Party.
One person's on the toilet with the gamepad.
Thanks for joining us, notforsalebreakfast.com.
Yeah,
See,
I
let me see if
forgot.
that's a site.
I forgot my tablet today.
Well, no Rule 34 for you.
I know. I'm so bummed. I thought about it halfway here, and I was like, should I go back?
That's what John and Savage is doing right now. Epic
That's
Word
right.
Search Holiday Special is available, so you can get Halloween word searches and Christmas word searches.
No way.
And some other stuff too. Pixel Maker is available on 3DS. It's for drawing pixel art. Special offers on, let's see if there's anything notable. Cats and Dogs 3D, Pets at Play. Life with Horses 3D. One of the scariest games I've ever played, My Little Baby 3D. Pets Resort 3D.
That's
3D
resort to what?
violence. 3D
Cannibalism.
Mahjong is available at a special price. Murder on the Titanic has a special
Whoa.
sale price.
Yeah, spoiler alert, it was the iceberg. That's not mine. That was somebody in the chat said that. I forget his name though.
Also,
I think it's
only
the-
available on new 3DS and new 3DS XL is Breath of Fire, the Super Nintendo game, as well as Breath of Fire 2. Bless you, bless you.
Wait, isn't that?
Was he?
Never mind.
Locam says it's Cats and Dogs 3D 2, Living Together,
Thank you.
Mass Hysteria.
Nah,
New My Nintendo reward. If you purchase Chase Cold Case Investigations, you get 20% discount at launch and 20 gold points. Remember, that's made by the former developers of Sing, who made games that we enjoy,
Yeah.
like
Hotel-
Trace Memory and Hotel Dusk. So if you want that type of game made by that type of team, that's what this is. Just Sing doesn't exist anymore.
You know what I never played? I never got the good ending of 999. I never played Virtue's Last Resort or whatever.
Reward?
Reward. I got resorts on the brain now.
Could
And then
be.
they did a third one, right?
Yeah, it's on 3DS.
Yeah.
Zero Time Dilemma.
Crazy names.
I have not played the 3DS. Or I have not played the latest one yet. That's the last one in the series. though.
It's just like there's so much time involved.
They are,
To,
yeah,
like-
they take a lot of time. 3DS theme shop has been updated with Disappearance of Hatsune Miku theme, the Melancholic theme, oh boy, the Lee Aru fan club theme, Lost Ones Weeping theme. Wow, what is this? the Brain Fluid Explosion Girl theme.
Oop.
Ew.
It's a must.
And then on brain, here we go. Here we go.
Thirsty.
Hello Kitty Autumn theme.
Oh, boy.
Hello Kitty Comics theme. Hello Kitty Cupcakes theme. And the Hello Kitty Unicorn theme.
Wow.
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 So there you go.
I
Big
don't,
week
I
in
don't
Europe.
think she's
Lots of stuff.
wowed. She doesn't seem very wowed.
Man, even unicorns can't make you enjoy Hello Kitty a little bit more.
Listen, I love Hello Kitty. We're not talking
Hello,
about this,
Pep
man.
the Fireman. Nintendo 2 Cop says, I've Paper Mario Color Splash pre-ordered, but may cancel it despite getting a very good deal on it. The more I hear and see about the game, the more I'm concerned. I hope it reviews well and that they're out before my copy ships and I can make up my mind.
I hope it reviews well. I won't get it if it doesn't get over a 9 out of 10.
There,
Like,
well,
what?
11 out of 10.
there are reasons why reviews are out there, and that is how some people operate. Wii U finally gets a virtual console title again, but $20 is way too much for WarioWare's smooth moves. You can easily buy it off eBay for less than $5. Once again, the Wii U discounts this week are pitiful. Sorry to be so negative. I don't want to be, but this is the reality.
At least he apologized.
This is my reality. Yes, he didn't have to apologize, but he did. Dylan Cuthbert worked on the original Star Fox, and he also came back for Star Fox Command, I think. And he's done some other stuff at Nintendo over the years. He was doing a Reddit AMA, and some people asked him about Star Fox things, obviously. Talks about the canceled Star Fox 2, which is a story we've heard a million times before. He basically says they made Star Fox 2 and it was ready to go, but the PlayStation had come out, and graphics on the PlayStation were, polygons were the focus of the system. So they were like, we didn't want Star Fox 2 to come out, which is like, look, more polygons than Star Fox, but everything on PlayStation looks better. So they didn't think it was right to do so. They scrapped some of that idea and turned it into Star Fox 64. So that's why it didn't come out. But he's got a really interesting...
Which was the right thing to do.
Which I think so. Plus, somebody leaked Star Fox 2 on the internet, so you can play it.
Was it him?
Maybe it was. We'll never know.
Maybe they should have AMA'd him that.
Maybe they did. I should go back and look. I'm sure he'd be like, yeah, it was me. He talks about this really interesting story that we've never heard before, and I guess he feels he's far enough out from it to talk about it. This is during the N64's development. He says, I remember from one of my Nintendo days where Giles, who was a fellow coder on Star Fox, him and I had been drinking with the Nintendo staff. This was towards the end of Star Fox 2's development, and Giles had just got the loose leaf documentation for the very early prototype of the Nintendo 64. Anyway, I didn't have my bicycle, so I hitched a lift on the back of Giles' bicycle. I had 2 metal pegs, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we get back to town, and we're crossing a busy road when Giles hit a pothole or something, and we go flying. But so do the hundreds of loose leaf pages all over the road in central Kyoto. And the walk light blinked to red, so we were laughing our heads off, completely drunk, frantically scrambling around, picking up top secret documentation, jamming up traffic at the same time. So the N64 could have very well been leaked long before we knew anything about it, but I guess these 2 drunk guys managed to gather up all the papers. And I'm sure Nintendo's horrified at hearing this theory. He says there's not really any cut content in Star Fox. They did have an idea, a very early idea, for free range mode, which was implemented into later Star Fox games. And he offers up some...
All range mode.
He offers up some comments. That was a good impression.
Oh, thank you.
He offers up some comments on Star Fox Zero, which he didn't actually work on at all. But he says, yeah, there's some things in that game that are similar to the ideas we were going to do in Star Fox 2. So it's nice to see them implemented. Blah, blah, blah. Just snippets from his AMA, but you can read the entire thing if you'd like. French Fry Guy has the top rated comment. And he says, God, every time I read about Star Fox 2's fate and the reason why it's still just in a...
Yes.
Every time I read about Star Fox 2's fate and the reason why, it still just irks me. A perfectly good game allowed to fall by the wayside. The leaked ROM lessens the sting a bit, but it's still not the game as it was meant to be played. Really wish Nintendo would spend some money and cut through the red tape and rights with legalities and rescue Star Fox 2 from purgatory, as well as pave the way to get the original Star Fox on the Virtual Console, or even open up possibilities for a 3D Classics treatment. Oh, the possibilities that I know ain't happening. Yeah, like everybody thinks that Wario Land Virtual Boy should have been on the 3DS, and they've never done it, and I don't know why. It doesn't make any
Everybody
sense.
thinks that.
Everybody thinks that.
Right? Right, JTS? Everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of
See?
people are saying that they want to.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
A lot of people are saying that's what I heard. They had a Legend of Zelda 30th anniversary concert in Japan, and Miyamoto was there, and Mr. Al Newman was there, and Mr. Kondo was there.
Did the Prime Minister show up in a pipe again to that one?
No, he didn't. Very busy. He's very busy practicing the Bee Mario. He was just pretending then, but now for when the Olympics actually kick off, he's going to be Mario. So we have some details about the history of Zelda and some other stuff about Breath of the Wild coming up. No, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. Miyamoto says that the Zelda franchise is very deeply related to music and instruments, so he's really happy to see that concerts like this are put together. And he says that the interactivity of puzzles that players solve results in classic music jingles that are still very important to the franchise. And he says, I want these types of elements to continue to be a part of Zelda from here on out. Mr. Al Newman gave a little update on Breath of the Wild, and he says they're really at like the climax of development right now, and the dev team is willingly giving up their holidays in order to continue work on Breath of the Wild because they want to make it the best it can be.
Yeah, willingly. You either give up your holidays or you're fired. Oh, we'll do it. Willingly, I'll willingly do that.
Why do they sound so weird?
Because they're
Because
terrified.
They're scared, yeah.
They've been locked
That's
in
how
a
corporations
basement.
work. Trust me, I'm in a corporation.
Can't guys with deep voices be scared too?
No, they've been whittled down.
No. Oh, all right. I got you.
They've been
I mean,
locked
look
in
at
a
how
dark
your voice
room.
gets when you're
The
scared.
only light that they have is
I
from
don't know what
their
you're talking
computer
about.
screens.
They say Link wearing the color blue in Breath of the Wild is actually very important to the story, and more will be shared on
Yeah,
that
because it's
topic
a Zora
later.
suit. We already know. He can breathe underwater when he's in blue. Next story.
I actually think they're developing the game from inside.
Well, next story. Mr. Kondo says that he's surprised that Zelda has gone as long as it has because he can't believe how much time has passed because he said when he first started it to now he's had his house paid off and his daughter's getting married and his daughter was just a kid when he started on the
I can't
franchise.
believe people are still buying the same game. We keep putting it out, the same thing.
And
This
he
guy
said,
named Link saves the princess. Loop-de-doo.
believe it, next story, believe it or not, Mr. Kondo spent the same amount of time composing the main theme as he did just the jingle when you correctly solve puzzles. He said that was really hard to make, but it's become iconic for the series. And he said making sound effects for the game back in the day wasn't easy. He was like, how the hell do you make a sound on the NES that sounds like a sword swing? It's like, you can't do it, but he did his best.
But they did it.
They did it.
Can't do it, but we did it. So I guess we could do it.
Mr. Tezuka worked on dungeon maps in the first Zelda, and he created dungeons in which only half of the allocated space was taken up. So he thought he had less space than he did to make the maps. And that's why the first game got the second quest, because Miyamoto was like, we got all this extra space, let's use it. Miyamoto says Breath of the Wild returns to the series' roots, where you continue to play alone through trial and error. The game lets you come up with your own ways to play as well, and they want to make this a staple of the series going forward. So they're saying you go out there in the open world and you basically do whatever the hell you want to do. Yeah, I didn't do that. Yeah, I really did that.
Can I level up affinity shards?
Can you?
Yes, if you pretend the names of things are other names.
This game doesn't
Do you have to
affinity shards. I'm not
grind
playing.
for rupees?
I think rupees play a very small part in the game, actually. Was that a good or a bad?
Rather smash pots open.
There's a Pokemon Sun and Moon demo coming out on October 18th if you're interested.
It's a bartering system now, I guess.
No, because you find weapons and stuff like it. You know, you see like a bow or a sword, you pick up the sword. You don't have to buy. I'm sure there's gonna be stuff to buy.
You
But
need iron to upgrade your sword. Go mine for iron. Good luck finding it. That's what.
First, you need iron ingots.
Yeah.
Then you gotta smelt them.
Yeah, and you need a blacksmith hammer to do that. but you gotta go on a quest for the blacksmith hammer, and then the blacksmith hammer breaks, so you gotta grind for more blacksmith
Oh,
hammers.
that's
If you need me, I'll be in the basement.
Because you need
smelting.
another hammer to make sure that
Yeah.
The first hammer doesn't break.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon Sun and Moon's starters have had their
Sun and
evolutions
Moons?
revealed.
Oh, the game's not plural.
No,
One sun, many moons.
no.
No, it's lots of suns.
Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon
Suns.
have
No,
had their
it's the
starter
sons of
evolutions revealed.
Pokemon Suns.
Um,
this is Jigglypuff and his son Jigglypuff.
So the evolutions are fungal.
Oh man, now you
The
know.
evolutions are called Datrix, Torracat, and Brionne. Then we got to look at the Ash Ninja
Brianna
as well.
Tarth.
So I'm sure
Brionne's
there's going to be
a
people
Pokemon.
complaining about this. Let's see what you
Wait,
guys
look
have
at
to say.
that guy with his little,
Which one?
the bird man.
His little swoopy?
He's got one giant hand.
The old lube haircut?
Yeah.
It's true. I'll show it to you later. Lila Troyd says, the new evolution is amazing. Brionne is adorable. Wow.
Wait, which one's Brianna?
Right there.
I wish I had my tablet.
Brionne looks like the
porn
dog
right now.
that we had
Okay,
already.
you want to see Brionne?
No, not
It looks like the dog seal.
There you go.
I want to see
It's
Brianna.
exactly,
but
it's
in
exactly the same one,
compromising
except it's
position.
just jumping.
It's an evolution. Look at, bring it up. Bring it
I
up.
don't know his name.
No. Oh, I know it. Come on, somebody in the chat help me out. I don't know Pokemon.
Seal dog. What was that seal dog?
Oh yeah, isn't it just Sealy?
No.
Sealy Pasteropedic.
Here's one we were talking about with your old haircut.
Pokemon.
Yeah, look at that.
Seal
Looks like he has a
dog.
giant hand.
Yeah, it's my seal.
Boy. God, what is your name of that thing?
Pupilo.
Piplio?
Poplio.
Poplio?
Poplio.
The Pope?
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
So here we have this.
Yeah.
That's the evolution.
Very different, yeah.
Oh, all right. If they're in the same brand or like same,
Brand. It's a
if they're
brand
related,
extension.
I understand.
Yes, the evolution. That's how I started.
Your-
The
your
evolution of
family's
the
a brand.
starter.
This is my son. He's the same
Oh,
brand
the
as
evolution
me.
of the star. Okay.
What's your brand?
Oh, so these are the starters for Sun and
Brand
Moon.
Italian.
Yes.
Sun and Moon's not out yet.
No.
Oh, maybe your family brands.
Wow, we
here.
learned about those guys early.
Yeah, they've been doing news like every week for a long time now about it. All right, well, here's your details. Datrix, whatever. Go read it on your own.
Yeah, who cares? Next story.
I mean, it's info on starter evolutions. You already know it.
Pokemon.
So we have something from
It's a niche crowd.
Boogie2988, who is very well known for being for playing the Francis character on YouTube. He's quite popular among gamers.
Oh, sure.
Oh, I get it now.
You have a tablet. You should be on YouTube all the time.
I forgot it at home.
No, I mean, when you're at home, you're not watching Boogie2988.
Is YouTube full of Rule 34 stuff? I don't think so.
Maybe censored, but not
Yeah, it's
uncensored.
Like, what's the point?
Yeah,
What's the
why
point?
bother? Yeah.
What's the point? I'm looking to get off here.
That's
What's
why.
the point?
That's why he's never on YouTube.
So he did a panel at Retropalooza where people asked him a whole bunch of questions about his show and about gaming in general, whatever. So he was asked about the NX, and Boogie has a lot of connections to the video game industry and developers. And here's what he said about the NX. And people are making the same point that I made. Boogie's very trustworthy. He's not going to put out information out there that's unconfirmed or he thinks is rumor. Like I take him at his word with this stuff. But again, still rumor until Nintendo confirms it. So he says the info he has on the NX comes from two different people, and one of them works at Ubisoft. He says they say programming for the NX is very nice and a dream. And Ubisoft says that the NX is a great concept, which is something that we've heard their CEO and president say a number of times now. He also gives an example of how games might work on the NX, and he talks about Assassin's Creed, but he doesn't specifically say that Assassin's Creed is coming out
Just how
on the
it could
NX.
work.
You put the disc in.
He says
Does.
Assassin's it uses cartridges from what we've heard so far. It uses cartridges. Assassin's Creed. He says so. You have the unit that's attached to your TV, and that's where you play the Assassin's Creed console game, and then you can detach the unit from the TV and play the system on the go, and that's where you play something like the Assassin's Creed mobile game. So that's a little different from what we've been hearing as far as rumors, because we were thinking it was you just leave the system, you take the screen with you, and you play the console version of the game on the go. But he's saying here, it seems like you play a different version of the game on the go, because he specifically says the console version and then the mobile version. So it sounds like there might be 2 different versions. I don't know if that's just an example he's getting from Ubisoft,
way
or
too confusing for me.
or if it's going to be if it will allow you to play console games on the go as well. I don't know. He also says that another person that's been playing the NX or using the NX says it's as innovative as they had hoped for, and they wish they came up with the idea themselves. So there you go. That's from Boogie. Do you trust Boogie? There's a quick way to see if you do. Do you trust Boogie? Oh, it's got a +2. I bet there's a fight in there. Yeah, there's a fight.
So it almost sounds like that's perfect for an RPG or something where you can level
Grind
up
on the go?
level up on the go.
That
and
would be
then-
nice.
But that doesn't necessarily work for other styles of games.
Well, as we all guess here, the top-rated comment is people arguing with each other. Let me see if I can bring some context to it.
People arguing about who is or isn't a weeaboo.
So another Gray Day made a comment and said, I never thought Boogie would stoop so low as to make up lies to get attention. I'm very disappointed.
Wow.
Sad. Sad with an exclamation point. And then the top-rated comment comes from Kamika Z3, and he says,
Sad.
was that a Trump
lose.
tweet imitation? If
That's
so,
what I
well
thought it
done.
was.
Lacked the sad at the end, though. So I guess he went in and he added the sad later after reading this comment. That's great. All right, I take it back. You guys are funny. Hello, Bagel
So the
Wagel.
First thing I thought of.
Who is texting me? I mean, I know who.
I text you when I was coming.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Dismissed it right away.
I figured.
Oh boy, that's got a lot of comments on it.
Oh boy.
I don't even want to know. Well, let's take a look at this. Oh, wow. All right. So I did my review of Paper Mario Color Splash.
How many out of 10?
I don't do that anymore.
Oh, come on. Should I buy it or should I not?
Well, all right. Let's do this. Have you played any other Paper Mario games?
The only other one that I played was Paper Mario.
It's funny how it was a yes or no question.
The
Super
instant-
Paper Mario.
You played Super Paper Mario.
I did.
Well, then I would very heavily recommend this game to you
Heavily.
because you don't have the hang-ups that other people do.
What are the other people hang-ups?
So
Not
Paper
RPG.
Mario and Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, excellent games,
Completely different.
but very more focused on traditional RPG stuff with the like the added-in action commands.
1,000 Year Door was.
Paper Mario, the original,
Oh, paper. Okay.
and Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, both of them very much focused on regular RPG stuff, but you have action like timing-based commands. I forget what they're called. So you select what move you want to do, and then when Mario is actually doing it, like you hit A at certain times to add more power to it, and that's a staple of the franchise. Then there's Super Paper Mario, which was very different. That was more like a regular Mario game with some RPG elements to it. And then there was Paper Mario Sticker Star, which people really didn't like, which had Mario collecting stickers that they put in like a booklet, and then you would use the stickers in battle. So you'd have to actively hunt out your attacks for battles.
That was a 3DS game.
That was a 3DS game.
Sounds
So then we have
great.
Paper Mario Color Splash, which takes some elements from Sticker Star, which is why people were like, I don't know. But I didn't have as much of a problem with Sticker Star as other people did, but our friend Andre over at Game Explain did. He really didn't like Sticker Star. He played Color
Doesn't
Splash.
sound like we should be friends with him anymore.
He played Color Splash, and he really liked it.
Oh,
He was
okay.
like, they've actually made Sticker Star
He's cool.
stuff work in a way that made him enjoy the game. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's got the best writing, I think, of any Nintendo game. Like the way that they bring the characters to life and the things that they say, like it really fits the characters. Plus, it's really funny. Like all the games are funny in the series, but this one is really funny. And they do a good job of like bringing the world to life. But the battling mechanics in this one are different from Sticker Star. So you collect cards, or you can buy cards, and cards will have like a boot on it, or a hammer, or a fire flower, stuff like that. So when you go into battle, it moves down to the gamepad screen. So on the TV, you see Mario, and he's holding a deck of cards, and he's looking at them. And on the gamepad screen, you have all your cards, and you select which cards you want to use. At first, you can only use one at a time, and then you get to add in more. So you pick like a boot. And then if it's a blank card, just like a black and white card, you have the option to paint it to make it stronger. And you can fill it like a little bit, or you can fill it all the way. So depending on who you're fighting and what you're doing, you might want to paint it or you might not want to paint it. So if it's like just a Goomba, you don't want to paint it because Goombas are crappy. So you just use a regular blank card. Then you throw them up onto the TV screen. You toss them up onto the TV screen, and then Mario runs and does the thing, and you hit the buttons
Just
for
to
the timer.
confirm, you don't throw the gamepad at the television.
Right at the TV. No, you take the touch screen and you flick them onto the TV. How about that? That's a better word. Flink them. But it's not. Was Super Paper Mario? Did that have a? That was one big world, right? There was like no map. Because this has like a traditional.
There were door. I only remember the doors.
Because this has like a traditional top-down 2D like Mario map, so you move from location to location. But it's all one big world. It's just that it's not like seamlessly connected. You have to walk on the map to get to places. And then on top of that, there's the painting. Like every level has spots in it that aren't painted, and you have a paint meter that depletes as you paint things. So like if part of the ground is supposed to be painted brown, you can hit your mallet and it'll splat the paint there to color it, but you need the right color to do it. And all you have is red, yellow, and blue because you combine those to make other colors. So like if you're running low on red and you see a pink flower, you can go hit a pink flower and get red blobs of paint out of it to refill your stuff.
Does it remove the color from the pink flower?
No, as long as it's colored, you can juice it for color and it won't disappear.
Huh.
But once spots are colored in,
You can
they
steal
stay
from-
colored in. Yeah. Well, it depends what it is. Like
But
a flower,
cannot,
yes.
so you cannot paint the ground and then absorb all the colors you need back from the ground that you just painted.
You can't paint the ground, but you could do like a flower. Like if you painted a flower blue, once it's blue, then you can take blue out of it. Yeah.
And refill your paint meter, their blue, from the flower that you just used a little bit of blue?
Yeah.
This sounds shitty.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Well,
think I'm with Nikki Hill on this.
It's
one.
because of the magic hammer or mallet that you have.
That's it. You didn't
But
say
hold on.
magic. I mean,
It's also because of your paint can friend, which gives you this ability to begin with. He comes with you for the whole trip, and his name is Huey.
Why don't you just beat
Huey?
the crap out of him and
Yeah,
get whatever
yeah.
color you need?
no.
Because he's empty. He's the one that gives you the ability to get the paint back.
He's not really a friend, like where he helps you. He only helps you as much as you help yourself.
Like he collects you store your paint in him.
That's kind of gross.
Oh, it's rated mature. So yeah, I really enjoyed the game. I'm not like Paper Mario needs to be regular Paper Mario. Whatever. If that's what you like, that's fine. That's completely fine. I get it. But then to be like, I'm not playing that game because it doesn't do it. That's not how I am. If that's how you want to be, then that's fine. Go be angry.
So what was your rating? How many numbers out of stars?
7 numbers out of 42 stars.
Thank God.
That's not a very good read.
Depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
You know.
Tell me
I
how
rate
that's
this
good.
3 Goebbels out of 4 Blue Cups.
So yeah, I really liked it. You guys, it's out now, so you can experience it on your own. But I mean, here's the parts of the game I don't even think you could argue against if you're a Nintendo fan. The graphics are amazing. It's the best looking Paper Mario game by far. The music is fantastic. I mean, you could, music is a
always
little more
say the music's
subjective.
fantastic about every game you play.
No, I think I could bring up Sonic and prove you wrong.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's right.
Unless it's a Sonic game, you love all music.
But the music in this type of game is real jazzy, like it was in Sticker Star, so it might not be for everybody. The writing is great.
They completely ripped off Day Blob.
Day Blob.
Day Blob.
It's yes,
Blob,
because the Blob invented jazz, and then Nintendo stole it.
And also invented paint your
Plink.
world.
Paint your wagon.
Oh yeah, there's a similarity there, sure, without a doubt.
So really,
It's really
a lot
just
of
it's really just a
Nintendo's
Blob.
A lot of Nintendo's success, really, like
So-
they owe between Splatoon and
Splatoon.
Super
Oh,
Paper
no, that's
Mario
right.
Color Splash or Paper
Super
Mario,
fine.
Paper Mario Color Splash.
Paper Musclario? Is that what you said?
Good old Paper Musclario. Well, in Paper Musclario, you all you do is you supply paint around women's eyes.
That's what I was thinking you were saying.
Paper Musclario.
Porky Minch has the top-rated comment, and he says, While I'm glad you enjoyed it, RMC, I still won't be getting it new, though, as I don't want to support this direction for the series. To be clear, I don't hate all change. I love Super Paper Mario, for instance, but that still felt like a Paper Mario game. If this was its own separate thing, I wouldn't really mind. But it's too radically different from the rest of the series. I just don't want to buy it, knowing that if I do, the old style may never return. Also, the battles look pretty lame from the previews I saw, but still, glad you had fun. So this game is too radically different, although he hasn't played it.
Wait,
Also,
so
he's gonna buy it used, so
he
he's
just
gonna
doesn't
super.
like change.
Here's the weird goddamn thing about Nintendo fans that's only happening recently, and I don't get it. The name of the game has to be a certain way,
Thank you. I was
otherwise
just
they
gonna
won't
bring-
like it.
So it's
They don't like
called.
change.
It's called. Super,
It's Paper Mario Color Splash.
so if they just called it Mario Color Splash.
Yes.
Oh, this game's awesome.
Yes.
But
yes.
since it's paper, well, it's not
Yeah,
a Paper Mario.
it's like
game,
Metroid
F
Prime
this crap.
Federation Force.
Yeah.
So that came out, and they were like, "This isn't Metroid Prime." So if it was just called like maybe Prime Federation
Yeah.
Force, or I think they'd still be mad about Metroid, but just something Federation Force,
Yeah.
then it'd be okay.
What if they
I don't
just
get
went a
it.
completely different way and like what Samus's Federation Force or Samus something.
Man, I love this game, but it's not like the other Paper Mario games, so it's terrible.
Well, see, here's the problem. I guess the problem is it's called Paper Mario, and Super Paper Mario is okay because something is said before paper. So, like, if this was like Paint and Paper Mario,
Well, no,
Color Splash, then it'd be
Super
all
Paper
right.
Mario makes sense
Why don't they
because
just call it
Super
Wii U
Mario
Paper Mario?
is a platforming like game genre or whatever, and then Paper Mario is the
But like,
RPG. So you say Super Paper Mario, that means you're taking the platforming aspect and giving it to RPG.
Well, the only
Now you're
Mario
going to say
Super Splash
Paper
is
Mario
paper.
Color Splash?
It should be
Come
new
on.
Super Paper Mario Brothers World
Yeah.
Lands
3D.
3D.
Yeah, I really like. It's people are triggered by the name alone. So as soon as they saw Metroid Prime, they're like, "No, it's all wrong." And I guess it's the same thing for this. So whatever.
Sad.
Triggered noise.
Sad.
If they just called it like Bounty Hunters or something, that would have been almost
Yeah, like
acceptable.
something that sounded like Metroid, but wasn't Metroid, like Tetmoroid.
No, it'd be like Federation Force featuring Metroids.
No, that'd make people angry.
Federation Force with Bounty Hunter.
Yes, that's okay.
Diortum?
So yeah, you can read my review, but you know,
Diortum.
Then
I will
everyone would have
also
been like,
point
this is
out-
a great game. Why did they just call it Metroid Federation?
I will
Force?
also point out the other side of the argument, since it is the internet. Whenever I like a game or another Nintendo-focused website likes a game, when it has already made people angry, the game, before they even played it, we become Nintendo apologists. So myself and Andre over at Game Explain are Nintendo apologists this time for this game as well. So we apologized for Metroid Prime Federation Force, and we did for this one as well. So there you go. Pep says just name it Paper Metroid. That'd be fine. So Luigi was
Why
working
do they
at,
do Paper Metroid loves? Like,
because
series?
fans would literally kill themselves. I think they killed themselves. Yeah. Now here's the other thing. I don't understand why fans are more offended by Metroid Prime Federation Force than they were Metroid Prime Pinball. Why is pinball okay?
Because it's
But a Metroid Prime game that plays like Prime, like first person and all that crap, that annoys people. But Metroid Prime
It would annoy people.
Pinball.
Well,
You get,
it
you
was
get
like-
one pass. You get one- Everybody knows every franchise has to have, you got.
You know what it was? The people that are complaining now were like 8 years old back then, so they didn't
That's
care.
probably
But every
No, but, like-
franchise has their pinball, whether it be that or.
I guess there's some like unspoken rule in the video game world that like one pinball adaptation
Yeah,
is
like
okay.
a pinball or a racing, something.
That's right. Some sort of sport is okay.
Yeah, you get one.
I guess that's why they don't usually make two pinball spin-offs for a franchise.
Common Meal says because pinball came out when they were making other Metroid games. Also, it looked good from the start. So there you go. Metroid Prime Federation Force looked bad. But
all about looks
so as
now.
long as that's right, as long as you're making other Metroid games at the time, it's okay.
We're going to squeeze this one in here while we're doing it.
Also, wait,
We gave you the games we want. Now we're going to do pinball, and people are like,
when did,
"All right,
when did pinball
I can
come
take
out?
it." It was on a DS. That's all I know.
Okay, was Twitter around then? Maybe that's why.
Yeah, right. Locam says it's because at the time of pinball's release, there was a more regular stream of game releases. pinball was between Prime 3 and
Well,
other
are people,
anime
like,
in terms of release.
Actually giving legit answers to our
Yes.
question.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I don't understand. Like, all right, so I want another Metroid Prime. I completely understand that.
So are these pinball apologists that are getting right now?
They're saying pinball was okay because there was regular Metroid stuff going on.
Mhm.
So, like, yeah, I want another Metroid Prime. You're a fan of Metroid Prime. I'm sure you'd enjoy another one. I would like another one. So when I see Metroid Prime Federation Force announced, I recognize that it wasn't a regular Metroid Prime game. But I'm not like, garbage, I'm not going to play it. They're not giving me a regular Prime game, then I'm not playing it. Like, I'm like, all right, it's a spin-off. I was hoping for a regular Metroid, but I'll be a rational human and at least look at it and give it a chance rather than be like, nope, not what I wanted.
How many versions of Mario are there?
Like, altogether, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But Mario's okay. Until now, I guess. Because he's not as serious as Samus is. So.
Oh, okay.
Pinball's okay.
Well,
That's what I want to say. I want Nintendo to make like the best Metroid game ever, and then try and follow it up with like the weirdest idea to see how much fans will take, and they'll be like, "Well, Prime 4 was so good, so I'll take Metroid Pony Raiders." I don't know.
I play that.
Metroid Crossroad.
Metroid like Samus dating simulator or something like that.
Oh man.
Well, anyway, there's your rant on that. Oh, Comomeal's got the perfect name. Paper Metroid Colored Pinball Federation Zero, The Faces of Evil.
I'd buy that for $1.
All right, so as I was going to say, Luigi was working at Nintendo's factory, and he made a big mistake. Mario put him in charge of the production line for the 2DS, and he was like, this is all you have to do. You put in this code in the computer, and the production line continues. And Luigi got real nervous and screwed it up, and he ended up causing a color swap for the 2DS. So the 2DS used to have a black front with a red or blue color on the sides, but he swapped it. So now it's red or blue on the front with black on the sides.
Not Luigi.
But everybody had to come in and was like, oh, it looks pretty good. So they're putting it out there.
You're going to say you got fired.
Yeah. Or they
So Luigi will no
automated
longer be with
Luigi's job.
Nintendo. So you can get this new 2DS system. It's just $80 and includes Mario Kart 7. So that's a pretty good package. So if you like the red or blue colors, you can thank Luigi for the mistake. They will be available, I don't know, soon? I guess they're just changing the color, so it should be available like now.
Maybe Sony paid him to do that, hoping that it would screw up
He's a
Nintendo's
corporate
sales.
spy.
Oh my God. That could be very true.
Doesn't even have family loyalty though. That's pretty rough.
Well, how many did he screw up? Is it like a limited number? Because they'll probably love in the fact that they can release it at a higher
It is.
price.
I guess it is a limited number because, like, when the production was going, he couldn't do it. He couldn't stop the computer.
Luigi's the mad genius.
Master of Monsters says
He's gonna make millions.
he quotes something from the video that says "Waluigi free coins, click now," which is a pop-up that pops up on the computer that Luigi's at. And Master of Monsters says, "Loved that. A nice little commercial. I love it when Nintendo is a bit silly, especially Luigi. Oh, I want to see Luigi screw up when printing the NX as well. I think he screwed up by not telling us about the NX." Mr. Igarashi, who's known for Castlevania, is working on his Kickstarter game, which is called
Cowabunga?
Cowabunga. I don't remember.
Bloodstained.
Bloodstained.
Ritual of the Night.
Oh!
So is it going to be like a Castlevania game, but it's not called Castlevania?
Yes, but that's okay.
But it doesn't have Castlevania in the name.
That's
so we're
okay
with it.
because there's no good Castlevania games coming out
I
Oh,
understand.
yes.
I
I don't understand.
now. People just need reasons to be angry. So he's coming to a little bit of problem with the game. So the Kickstarter was
Too
a
much blood.
huge
Not
success, and included in that Kickstarter was the Wii U. But the game has been delayed to 2018, and the NX is going to be out before that. So that's really late in the game for it to come out on Wii U. And he's being very open and honest about it. And he's saying
all over again.
He's saying it's a really complicated problem because we have people that donated money for a Wii U version, but the Wii U doesn't look like a viable platform by 2018. So it doesn't make sense to make that there. And he's saying what we'd like to do is take those pledges and put them towards an NX version, but we're not just going to do that without talking to people.
Yeah.
So he's like, we're in a bit of a conundrum and we're trying to figure it out
What
now.
a legit guy for
Yeah.
actually like.
So he's saying, I
doing
think the
right
majority
thing.
of people would be like,
Okay with that.
that's fine, put it on an X, or they're going to say, that's fine, I'll use my code on another system.
Mhm.
So he's saying, like, you know, one of two options. We'll do an NX version. People could get that one. Or people can say, I'll take it on PS4, or I'll take it on Xbox One or PC. Or I'm sure they could say, well, I want to take my money back, and he would do that too. But he's just getting out there way in front of it, saying, like, this is something we're thinking
I know
about
he
now.
drinks a lot of blood, but he's a good guy.
Rocket said Castlevania
Couldn't
Pinball
he
would be pretty
release?
cool.
Yeah.
Couldn't he do it for like a a download or whatever, so that you can either get it on the NX as like, I mean, they don't have
He just
they don't
make two
necessarily have a
versions.
Wii U arcade platform or whatever.
Yeah, I'm
in
sure they'll have
place,
something
but
digital.
they'll have
that we don't know.
something, and then it works for everybody.
So you're saying make a Wii U version? Yeah, but he doesn't know if the Wii U's online, because this is going to be downloaded. Well, there might be a published version, but 505 Games is not going to publish a retail Wii U game in 2018. But the other thing is he can't work on the Wii U one for digital people because he can't guarantee that the Wii U eShop's going to be running in 2018. So he could have it and have no way to distribute it.
But
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
Nintendo's deal. That's something to work with them, because not everybody's going to buy an NX, so maybe people are still going to be using the.
Oh, I'm sure
Your
that,
digital
yeah.
platform,
I mean,
they've
look,
gotta
we
have
can still
something on
download
Yeah,
WiiWare games.
but what he's saying is he cannot guarantee
Yeah,
that.
he
Right.
can't.
I mean, it's most likely.
And
yes,
see,
but-
let's say Nintendo was going to shut down the Wii U eShop, and he's going to go in and say, "Hey, can you please keep it running so I can put this game up there?" And they're going to go, "Yeah, we need $400,000. I don't know, something, whatever, to keep all the services running." And he's going to be like, "I gotta go."
Or he can just send Dracula into Nintendo's offices
he
and
is
kill everybody
Dracula.
because they just screwed him royally.
The videos he's done do lead me to believe that he is Dracula.
yeah, he drinks a lot of blood.
Sissy Box says, if they offer refunds, that's fine, even if they shift development to the NX. It's sad to hear Wii U version might not be happening. I can see their reasoning, though, totally. If it's not coming till 2018, the Wii U will be well, true, and dead, assuming NX is still on track for March next year. When it does launch, if an NX version isn't available or NX isn't backwards compatible, it'll just fall completely by the wayside, and everyone will just be saying, I'd get it if it was on NX. Yeah, I'm sure... knowing him, he's going to go out of his way to satisfy as many customers as possible. So
That's
I
a
wouldn't
lot of
worry
time.
about it.
How many people are working on
Yeah,
that?
that's what
Just him?
Well,
No, it's not a lot of people. He just partnered with 505 Games, too, to have some of their team come in and help. But that's why he's doing this now, because he wants to avoid all the stuff that happened with Mighty No. 9. So he came out now, and he's saying, listen, the game's not going to come out late 2017 like I thought. It's going to come out early 2018, and I'm letting everybody know now. So, but he's showing like development
he's got plenty
updates,
of
and
time.
like they just showed an update. Parts of the game look finished now, but obviously he wants to avoid all the crap that happened.
I
with
feel
Mighty No.
like
9.
a lot of developers are saying that
Developers.
I don't know, if he just develops it for the Wii U, it's not a waste because he can still port it or do something to.
Yeah,
Get
but
it
then
on
you don't
the
want
NX,
to
right?
port.
Yeah, why would you port? Build for the ground.
Yeah.
Build from the ground up for NX.
Because they just screwed him.
And the other thing is like the PS4, Xbox One version would have a better chance at running on the NX versus the Wii U, because the Wii U is going to have to be its own thing.
And then he's just stopped doing the Wii U version completely right now.
Well, that's
No,
what
he's not saying that. He's saying this is what we're thinking right now. We have to. Yeah, I smelled something
Smells
smoky.
good. Oh, the guy across the brook is burning.
All right, North America, this week's Wii U and 3DS uploads from Nintendo. Paper Mario Color Splash is available, but you don't want that game. Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2, March of the Minis is available on the Wii U Virtual Console. That's the DS game. All available on the new 3DS and the new 3DS XL only is Mega Man X2, the Super Nintendo game. Sale on games like Hot Rod Racer and Chompy Chomp Chomp Party and B3, Game Expo for Bees. That's true.
I'm gonna have a Tommy Chomp
3DS
party.
sale on games like Fun Fair, Party Games, Aquamoto Racing 3D, Me and My Furry Patience 3D, My Life on a Farm 3D, and other animal games. Also out this week is Acted Out, a game of charades. That's on Wii U. What's today?
The 8th.
Oh, that comes out on the 10th. That's a weird date. So it's not out yet. Hurry Up, Bird Hunter is on Wii U. Ninja Pizza Girl is on Wii U. Cybo is on Wii U. Scorb is on Wii U.
Score.
Cybo and Scorb. Scorb is a game that looks like
garbage.
It looks like Pilot Wings if Pilot Wings was cell shaded. That's the best way I can put it.
Alright.
But it's kind of more focused on free flying rather than like missions.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool. Disney 2-pack. Frozen and Big Hero 6. That's available on October 11th, and that's hitting the 3DS. Epic Word Search Holiday Special on 3DS. Pixel Hunter on 3DS. And Psycho Pigs on 3DS.
Yeah.
Wait, aren't the Psycho Pigs the guys at the Battletoads were always fighting?
Oh, were they called that? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
I believe you. Toon Link King 777 says, does anyone know exactly when new games hit the eShop? I would like to download Paper Mario prior to going to bed if possible. I believe, well, if you did,
Bedtime's in an hour.
they did the they did the preload thing, but had an accident with it. So I believe if you do preload, then at midnight you get the game. If you don't do preload, you might have to wait until noon that same day.
They had an accident with it?
Yeah, so Nintendo does a thing called preload where you can buy a game and you pay the full price and you download like 98% of the game before it comes out. So you can't play it. But when it does go live, you download that little bit and play right away. So it's like 5 minutes and you're playing. What accidentally happened this time is Nintendo put the preload live, but they put the full game live. So people downloaded Paper Mario Color Splash before it came out. So Nintendo yanked the preload feature because they're like, oops, we made a mistake.
Was Luigi in charge?
Yes, that's a good point. Man, we're running late.
I'm just gonna say I watched the Ninja Pizza Girl thing trailer. I like how it looks.
Were you aroused?
So
No,
you
but
want pizza.
I'm really
You
upset.
think you could pay?
She's. I don't know if this is a spoiler or
I'll
not,
pay
but I'm gonna go ahead and say
twice.
it.
She's a girl.
Made
She's a
by
Ninja Girl pizza delivery person. She is wearing roller blades.
Yeah.
So she's just scooting around. You jump and flip.
Yeah,
inside.
rooftop to rooftop. And
I
stuff
don't
like
see
that.
where she's holding the pizza.
Gotta play the game to find out. Oh, I think you know.
Come on.
In the old
Pizza
pizza
box?
pocket.
it's a personal pan pizza, so it's not very good.
So I don't know. That bothers me.
I'm gonna put this in
It's
your
a-
pizza pocket.
It's a hot pocket.
Finally, we'll talk about this. Sega CEO says, don't worry, guys. Sonic's drop in quality is totally normal. And he's going to have better games now. This is Sega of America CEO
Sounds like
Tom
someone's
Kalinske.
a Sega apologist.
He says this happens with all other brands, but he doesn't name game brands. Listen,
Wait, what does your dad say? That was Sega, but it wasn't.
he says it to everything. He said it to
does he?
Severed. He said
Severed.
Severed. He says it to every game we play. He says it to. And I ask him why, and he says just cause. All right.
You know, 2 syllables works.
I guess that's it. So here's what he says. I think there's some natural up and down for any character. We've seen it with Marvel characters over the years. Would you agree with that? Low quality, high quality. We've seen it with Barbie. Odd one to pick out. I don't know.
I don't know. Marty.
We've seen it with Star Wars.
Definitely.
Yes. Okay.
If we're just talking films, yeah. Like the supplementary materials, I think have been pretty
The
steady.
action figures.
Well,
We've seen it-
That's all been thrown out now.
We've seen it with G.I. Joe. Where's the in between for G.I. Joe? Like I know our G.I. Joe. And what, the movies?
Is he talking about the movies?
Probably the the old dolls that are like.
Oh, and we've seen it with Hot Wheels.
What?
That's the one I get the like Hot Wheels just makes cars. Like who's like, oh, those 80s Hot Wheels,
Now, if you said
terrible.
Transformers.
Yeah, yeah. Hot Wheels is a weird one. All these brands have had their cycles. I think Sonic had a downward cycle for a while, and it's time to have an upward cycle again. For a while. He says for a while afterward. Get ready, the downward cycle.
We're not going to try very hard.
An upward cycle for a while.
Yeah,
What a weird thing to say.
Cycles don't go up or down.
They go the Sonic cycle. That's what people say. So Sonic cycle is, oh, they announced a new Sonic game. It looks kind of good. Oh, it's got that crappy character in it. Oh, maybe it's gonna be okay. Oh, the game came out. It's terrible. I hate Sonic. I'm never buying a Sonic game again. Oh, this new Sonic game looks okay. And they just go forever. So yeah, weird statements from him, but
This
whatever.
one's going to be pretty good for a while. So.
Top rated comment comes from Blade Master, and he says Sonic cycle confirmed as canon. Yeah, that's true. He did that right there. He said it. All right, that's it. That's your top stories.
Ooh.
Nikki Hill,
So
what have you been playing?
I haven't played anything.
Okay, Kirby, what have you been playing?
This morning I played
Oh.
I actually played something this week. This morning I played the demos for Virginia
Oh,
and the demo for the new Resident Evil.
Were you motion sick playing Virginia?
No,
she has trouble playing it. The
Well, yeah, she
flow
mentioned
of the
it
movement.
Yeah,
What
when
is
we talked
Virginia?
about it.
I'll tell you all about it. You have to.
I'll
play
look it up.
Very short.
Can I look it up?
Yeah,
And,
look at the trailer.
The game is short or the trailer
Yes.
short?
Both.
Or
The demo was
Trailer's
also
even
very
shorter
short.
than the game.
The demo was also very short, so
Where's the demo end? I'm curious.
Don't-
Like, what's the
the
last thing?
spoilers?
Spoiler!
Okay, tell me later.
Okay, are you sure?
I guess.
Okay, but yeah, it was too short to really make much of an impression on me. I mean, I also thought it was kind of weird that all the characters in the game looked like Playmobil figurines.
Kinda do, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Whole game can be beaten less than 2 hours, without a doubt.
You said it made you motion sick?
Very.
Motion sick.
motion sick.
Oh, 505 games.
Like I almost tossed my cookie.
Oh,
Everywhere.
I didn't know. Or I didn't pick up on that. But and there was a part towards the end of the demo that kind of reminded me of Firewatch, mostly just because the frame
got a
rate
Firewatch
was really
vibe.
bad.
I was just gonna say, just the way this looks reminds me of.
Oh,
Firewatch.
are you out in the field?
Yes,
That's the one part of the game that has a bad frame rate. Like
Okay.
everything else is okay, but that field, yeah.
I figured, yeah, because I was like outdoors.
You didn't get that Twin Peaks vibe, did you?
Oh my God, Twin Peaks 5 all over the game. Maybe not in the demo.
Yeah, I mean,
don't know, but-
especially with like the use of red lights and weird things just kind of
There's
showing up.
There's
Today's a
one
good day to
part.
watch Twin
There's
Peaks.
one section in particular that is right out of Twin Peaks, like very heavily influenced by Twin Peaks. But intrigued? Want to play the full? I mean, I'd love to watch you play the full game. You can play it here. That's fine. Like I said, it doesn't take long at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm intrigued, just because, like I said, it was a very short demo,
Yeah.
and you know, I really wasn't quite sure what was happening.
Yeah, it's a weird game to have a demo for because it's such a short game to begin with,
And
and,
also,
I feel
yeah.
like it should be a one
And
sitting
also,
game.
there's no dialogue.
Yeah, there's no spoken dialogue. There's no.
Really?
There's maybe a couple parts with some things written on paper, but it's like a old Warner Brothers cartoon or something. Like there's no spoken dialogue.
They
There's-
look like amiibos or not amiibos.
that Microsoft's
Avatars,
avatars. Yeah,
yeah.
I can see that too.
Oh, yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
the first round of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're a little different now.
So yeah, then I played the what are they calling it? Resident Evil Biohazard, or just
It's Resident Evil 7.
Okay, yeah, Resident Evil 7.
They just like writing Biohazard because they can highlight parts of the letters to make it say 7.
But
and
Biohazard is also the name
What
of
it's
the
called in
system.
Japan.
Yeah.
Right.
I haven't played that yet, and I'm waiting because I want to play it on VR, which comes out this week.
Oh,
So
okay.
I want to like poop my pants.
Oh
when I play
yeah,
That might be
VR. Does that come with a diaper?
it. I'm gonna get
Some
one just in case,
T-pants?
but
All right. Well, yeah. If, maybe I shouldn't spoil it then.
yes, but you can tell me if you liked it or not. I mean, it's a very different approach to Resident Evil, that's for sure.
Wow,
What
what's
would
it-
you rate
what's
it
the
out of 10?
approach?
It's first person.
Uh,
That's different, right
How
there.
many stars out of 10?
Oh,
You know what? What the trailers make me think it looks like? It's a first person like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's what I get the feeling of.
yeah. It also kind of reminded me of you know that one episode of the X-Files. I think it's called Home. It's about
Oh yeah, yeah, with the guy under the bed.
Yeah.
What?
well, it's a lady under.
Oh, lady under the bed.
No arms or legs.
My memory's a little
the
fuzzy.
Peacock Family?
Yes. thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who can't?
You know,
forget
I
that
still
episode?
It's a
can't
famous episode.
That is
like
a good
walk
one.
right up and get in bed. I have to jump from like
She's on like the little
far
dolly.
enough
From the
that
door.
no, I could jump from the door.
That's true.
But no, from far enough away that like if something reached out from under the bed, it couldn't touch my foot.
Rocket says Resident Evil 7 on VR is called VR Resident Evil. The R in VR is for Resident Evil.
For Resident Evil.
So yeah, that comes out this week, so I'm gonna
Are
play
you
it.
picking up Resident Evil?
I'm picking up Res for VR. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry playing that
Can you
game. I
use that
guarantee.
trans vibrator with
Yeah,
it?
because it's gonna make your eyes move.
Probably not.
I'm
No,
gonna cry blood.
It's a shame.
man, I can't wait to play that. But anyway,
So yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, I'd say I'm intrigued.
Did you wake up and decide I have to play something before I go to the podcast?
that's what I was
I
thinking.
did kind of. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Two demos ought to do it.
Because like the past couple of weeks, I haven't played any.
Is that it?
Yes. That is
Lou, what have you been playing? Nothing.
Civ 5. I'm playing Civ 5. I still love it, and I pre-ordered Civ 6.
You
I
only got
know
2
you
weeks left.
told
left.
us
2
that
full weeks.
a physical pre-order to
Yeah,
get your bonus
What
goodies.
changes
Yeah.
from Civ to Civ to Civ?
everything.
A lot.
Everything changes.
With the whole
For
world.
the Civ player, there are millions of changes.
Yeah.
For the untrained eye, you probably are like,
different
this is
colored
the same thing.
socks.
Different
And
colored
then
socks, yeah.
I played Smash Brothers for the Wii U with my girlfriend and one of her kids, and that was a lot of fun. Only we were playing with the Wiimotes turned sideways, so it wasn't.
So it wasn't a lot of
It's
fun.
not as
But it was still
good
fun
as
because
GameCube.
we kicked his butt. So
It's always fun.
we got him
Anything that
real
lets me make a child cry is
Yeah.
fun for me.
Got to teach him that you can't always win.
He
Is that
was
it?
good, but he wasn't that good.
Is that it?
Yes.
John Savage? Nothing? All right, Mom Brain? Nothing? Nothing for you either? Okay.
Gonna have to build a new computer for new Civ.
I'm just gonna buy one.
It's going to be an all.
Hey,
I'm
Ronnie.
saving up.
Yes?
Saving
What'd
up,
you
I'm
play?
taking him out so we
What did I
can
play?
buy what I need.
So right before the podcast, I played Wheel of Fortune because I didn't have time to play Jackal again. And I won. I won a new Porsche, so I'm happy with that. I've been playing God of Protectors a lot, which Lube actually
What is
walked
it
in on me.
called?
God of
Oh
Protectors.
yeah, I
God
wanted to
of
play that with
Protectors?
you.
Gotta. G-O-T-T-A.
Oh, it is gotta.
God of Protectors. Which I was telling Lube. Lube, you'll really enjoy
God
this
of
game
Protectors.
because it's like Gauntlet. It's
Yeah.
pretty much exactly
Then-
like
then we
Gauntlet.
didn't play it.
It-
Did you find out? Is it just single
No, I was
cartridge?
waiting for today to find out, to tell you the truth. Because it's not an expensive game anyway. I would buy another copy just to have you play because you're gonna love it. That's all. It's Gauntlet, except Gauntlet with the dial turned up to 11. It's
Remember,
insanity.
I bought Gauntlet for the PS4 so we could play together, and we still didn't do that.
Did you buy it? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
downloaded it. I own it.
Did your payment of your PlayStation Plus network account allow you to download Gauntlet for no additional cost?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I bought
Yeah, I
it.
have it on mine too.
I bought it because I paid for a subscription, and I got that game because.
Well, that's why you pay for a subscription to
Yeah.
play online and to get free things.
So I got
Or
it.
I'm sorry, to get things at no additional cost.
Yes. So we can play that.
Yeah, I have it. I have it. So I've been playing a lot of God of Protectors. It's a lot of fun. So,
You
like I
still
was saying,
playing that Valkyrie
A lot of
person?
God of Protectors.
Yeah.
The naked
Amazon,
girl?
Amazon, yeah. So God of Protectors is you pick from, I want to say, like 6 different characters, and you go into levels, and there's enemy generators, and you have to kill all the enemy generators, and you have to kill all the enemies. But you're protecting a princess in the middle of a castle that's right in the middle of the map, and you go back to her, and she heals you. And if you level her up, she'll do attacks too, like bow and arrow and fireball and stuff like that. Plus, you can level up the castle itself, so if it is under attack, it doesn't get hurt as much or destroyed as much because castles aren't alive. And you can also level up other things in town, like the shop owners. You can pay them so they can expand their shops to offer you better weapons and stuff like that. But it's Gauntlet. You run out into a field, and there's enemy generators, and you beat them up. And it's real old school looking. It's like 8-bit NES style, so that type of Gauntlet. But it's a lot of fun, and it's pure insanity, and it would be much easier to tackle some of the levels with another person. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'm playing that. I played Paper Mario Color Splash to get ready for the review. So my parents played in the new episode, No More Heroes, which you will see this coming week because I just did Severed this week. And it got me so much. It got me back into it so much that I played more of it too. Like I just wanted to play. So
And during the video, you just like shove your mom
get
out
out
of the
of
way.
here. No, after they were done, I went back to play more. So I did that.
What is Suda up to these days?
They just did an interview with him. He's got a game coming out on PS4. I don't know if it's Xbox One as well. It's like 3 words, like live or
First word,
let it
sounds-
die, live or die. So I don't know. Looks very Suda, so I'm down for it. But he was talking about in 2008. It's the 20th anniversary of Marvelous, I think.
Oh,
The company, and he's saying he's not promising anything, but he wants to do something. No More Heroes. He's not saying what in particular, but
No
He
more
said he-
Heroes pinball.
he wants to. He said he wants to return to No More Heroes. He's not gonna abandon it. He just doesn't know what he's gonna do or when. And he's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll do smartphone game because kids today don't know who Travis is, so they're playing on smartphones. So maybe I'll do something there. But what else did I play?
God of Protectors looks like a kid's game.
It just looks old school, like it's just
It's
an
like a
old
baby
NES
game.
looking game. I don't know what that icon is. I've never seen that in my life.
I typed in God of Protector.
Look, watch the trailer. The trailer was right below that.
There's cartoon people.
Yeah, the cutscenes, which are almost non-existent,
Are
are
cartoon
cartoons.
little ladies.
Yeah, they're anime
Oh,
style.
look at this one.
The
Oh,
Amazon?
look at this
Yeah, she
baby.
ain't wearing nothing. That's why I'm
Now I like
Who
it.
needs Rule 34? Gotta protect
I
it.
like
That's Raw Meat character. He's playing with a giant hard wang the whole time. You see how his character.
well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Is that
My
a-
brain doesn't believe
Is
me.
that a weapon that you could wield in the game?
I am using. Oh, I'm not using what I was using before. I got something new. I forget what it's called. But yeah, that's the other thing that makes it not like Gauntlet. You get new weapons. You buy new weapons, and that's who I'm playing as.
I gotta
The
get out here
Amazon.
more often.
There's also the ninja and
I'm gonna be
what was it? The old guy.
Yeah,
The old guy.
That's what I was saying.
So I think that's it for me. I guess. God, we are late. Oh dear Lord,
Oh,
this is
we're
a problem.
fine. Come on. When do we ever have 6 people?
I know. I'm just saying we're late.
Who cares? The people don't care.
They're always
Okay.
begging to make it longer.
Yeah, they're always like 2 hours.
All right. Well, now we have to do the Twitter question.
Oh, God.
Thanks a
it's so
lot.
No, you said
we're running really late. guys.
it. I will not do all of the Twitter question again. I will read some of it, and then next week I will get to the rest. So today's Twitter question was: NES Classic Edition is coming out. People are excited.
What's that?
Selling out everywhere. When?
What is it?
It's the little like hand-sized NES
Mhm.
that is HDMI,
Oh,
It
it's
looks like the
preloaded with
ports,
a bunch
and
of
it
games?
includes 30 games.
Oh,
And the
yeah,
ports
yeah.
for the controllers look like the
They
Wii.
are, yes. I don't quote me on it, but I think you can use like a if you have like a retro controller for the Wii, you can use it. Yeah, you can use it.
A retro controller?
Like the
They
classic
had a
controller?
what?
Yeah, like the classic controller or the classic controller Pro.
Nintendo,
Don't quote me on it.
Did Nintendo officially put those out?
The NES Classic Edition is a Nintendo.
No. The NES Classic controller.
Yeah,
Yes.
those were official
Well,
Nintendo.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like the white one, and then like the one with the handles on it, and the gold
We're
one.
not talking Mad Cats here.
Yeah,
With a Z.
I think I'm
We're not
thinking
talking
something different.
Pelican.
I know you are. Yeah, I think you're thinking of the ones that look actually like an NES or a Super Nintendo controller. Nintendo did a Super Nintendo style one in Europe, but not here.
Oh,
Maybe they did
so
here,
it's
but
just
it was
their
Club Nintendo.
their whatchamacallit controller. What's
The
that? What's
classic
it called?
controller.
Classic controller. That's
Yes.
what it's called. There's a classic controller and a classic controller pro. If only you
Yeah,
had
that's what
some
I'm
sort of
thinking.
device in your hand to look up things.
What do you think I'm doing? I'm trying to
All right,
use
so
my
yeah,
brain.
okay, so this thing's coming out.
NES Classic
And we're
Edition, and I
excited
said it's
about
got
it.
30 great games on
Yeah.
it. But what one NES game do you feel is missing from the lineup? Lube would say Robin Hood, of course. But what do other people
Well,
say?
hold on, before because I don't really
Duck
know what's on there at all.
Yes.
But are they all Nintendo like
No.
first party? Okay.
No, so like
So
Mega
like
Man.
Battletoads.
That's right.
I don't. No, Battletoads isn't on there.
Well, I'm sure that's going to be on
Is,
your Twitter
is
list.
Blaster Master in there?
No.
Okay.
Bible Adventures?
No.
I would have to guess that
Dang.
Battletoads is a popular answer.
Emily Rogers, our friend Emily Rogers says, I just wish the US version had River City Ransom, and I would have preferred Castlevania 3 over Castlevania 2.
You guys always get what you want.
Radical Defect says, Adventure Island 3,
Sorry.
I've been waiting years for Konami to put that on Virtual Console. Long live the green Triceratops.
Bubble
Master
Bobble.
Otenko, that's on there. Master Otenko says, Rockboard. Oh, here we go. Mycrotic says, Fazanadu. For sure, that's one of my favorites.
What about Skater Die too? Skater Die one.
Skater Die might be on there.
Is
Can I look
Die,
up
die,
the list of
die,
what's
die,
on
die.
there?
is Star Tropics on there?
Yes, not 2, but
Right.
I don't- one is definitely on there.
Nice.
Mega Jacob F says Tim Burton's Batman game. Yeah, that's not on there. Moldy Clay says, I feel like it's weird to include Castlevania 1 and 2, but not 3. Yeah, 3 is my favorite. Armored Frog says, not sure, since I was more a fan of the Super Nintendo, but I guess Blaster Master. Or a Dragon Quest game. Maybe Tetris? Yeah, I'm sure there's some licensing issues with Tetris. King Broly says Contra 1, which is funny because that's a big thing, because Konami never releases Contra 1 on anything. The NES version of Contra never releases on anything, and I don't know why.
Because they suck.
J.C. Fletcher says Color a Dinosaur.
J.C. Fletcher?
J.C. Fletcher.
Not
Not J.B. Fletcher. Sir Right Away says Action 52. It had 52 games in it. Rob Lawler says Earthbound Beginnings. Starkweather says Mega Man 3. Sergeant Scyther says Mega Man 3. Why is Mega Man 2 the only one on there? Because that's the most famous one. The real Andy Hess says NES Open Tournament Golf. Man says we really should have gotten Castlevania 3 over 2. RTF Jiggly says Contra. Contra is the only answer. Pillsbury Doughboy says Tetris. Furquin Root says DuckTales, Contra, or Mega Man 3. David Bruno says would love to have had Rad Racer, Rush and Attack, Cobra Triangle,
Rush and Attack, yeah.
Ikari Warriors, Kid Nicky, Rygar, Elevator Action, Karnov. Tyrion says, as a European, I would have preferred Nintendo World Cup over Tecmo Bowl. But he says Tecmo Bow. Kay Slacky says, I really wanted 1943 on it. I own 1942. I don't know if I have 1943.
The sequel.
Yeah, it is. The Mistern says Dragon Warrior. Deaf Media says Mysterious Morisame Castle. Fire Emblem says Earthbound Beginnings. Nero Shade says original NES Contra never gets released. It's weird.
It has Super C, though.
Yes. I would also have personally enjoyed Little Ninja Brothers. I know that game, and I would like that on there too, but no chance. Yeah. Vidya James says Castlevania 3. Luigi Macaroni. They're wrong. Luigi Marconi says Dracula's Curse. Lots of Castlevania 3 requests. That Star Kid says River City Ransom. Gaming Tweet says any Dragon Warrior game. Anna Clay says Rockin' Cats. Sligich Aaron says they should have chosen Final Fantasy 2 instead of the original Final Fantasy, plus Miss Pac-Man over the original Pac-Man. Dutch Poet says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No,
But he must live in Europe because he says Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Right.
Tiny Toons, Captain Planet, Flintstones, Hook, Rescue Rangers. Yeah, I can see there'd be a little bit of a licensing issue with some of those games. Carefree Captain says Panic Restaurant and Sky Shark, 2 amazing NES games no one knows about. Brit Pop Cam says Kung Fu, which I think is on the system.
Oh, just looking at
Hiley and Tom says Fazanadu. Shiryu GL says Ice Hockey or Blades of Steel. Big omissions. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, R-Type would agree with that.
Yeah. Jumpman128 says Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project. For little Billy, there will be no cowabungas on Christmas morning. All right, we'll do a couple more.
There's no
No Kung Fu. Really?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I guess I just looked at Kung Fu on the shelf earlier today and thought it was in there. Bejoin 1979 says Dragon Warrior 3. Fidget, which are you ready?
I mean,
Fidget Widget says, would have been cool to get any of the classic Disney TV show games like Rescue Rangers or DuckTales, but if I can only pick one, it would have been Little Nemo the Dream Master. That could have been on there because I think Little Nemo's fallen into public domain now. Could have been.
It could have been.
Oh, potentially.
And we'll end with this one because it's a jerk.
What was Little Nemo?
Kirby
Was Little
4604 says Sonic the Hedgehog.
Little Nemo was originally a comic?
Yes.
So nobody said Battletoads.
Maybe it's on there. Was Battletoads on there?
No.
Oh, people hate Battletoads. Too hard.
Well, I don't care for Battletoads, but I just figured I know.
No, you can't put
I didn't read
Battletoads
the
on a
whole
system.
list. I didn't read the whole
Well, I
list.
know-
You
a lot of
cannot
people
put
like that
Battletoads on a
so.
system that you can't stick a Game Genie.
Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't.
Maybe
Maybe they didn't put it on there because the game can't be played 2-player. Like they never. Well, another version came out, but not in North America. No, there's a certain level that in the American version cannot be played 2-player. It's the one where you hold on to the wheel, it zips around.
Right.
The 2-player just doesn't work. Like doesn't move at all. It's an error that they fixed in the European
the
version.
one always died, like the first.
Yeah,
one.
it doesn't move at all. Yeah. Just-
One of them does. One of the guys.
One moves. Yeah, the other one doesn't.
first song comes from Jet Jaguar.
Focus all of that.
I don't usually say it, but you said it. Well, we've been doing good lately, Kirby. So today.
I thought you can hear you said the name of the song. You said focus on it.
That's not the song. What?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. You're right. Get Jaguar.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem.
Nope.
Advance Wars.
Nope.
Pokemon.
Nope. You played it.
Drill Dozer.
No.
Sweet Life is Zack and Cody.
No.
Minish Cap.
Nope.
Sword of Mana.
Nope.
I played it. Did I really like it?
Yep.
Golden Sun.
First party?
I don't know.
Bok choy. What's that thing called? Bakugan?
Bok toy, yeah. He's right.
Oh.
Yeah, the sun is in your hands.
Bok time.
Oh, no, I said the sun is in your hands. I didn't know that was the name of the game.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
I wasn't even listening.
Oh no, I said Golden Sun. I said Golden Sun because I thought that was the sun in your hands game.
No. Bok
Dang
time.
it, I was on the right.
Bok choy.
Well, we all.
All right.
Oh my God, my memories of playing that in Raritan Valley, sitting out on the whatever that is, the walkway up top, playing in the sun.
This comes from
Jerking off.
Bear 1218.
Oh, I know this. Why do I know this? Okay, it's Kirby Superstar.
No.
Kirby Superstar Ultra?
No.
What? Is it a Kirby game?
Yep.
Kirby Dream Land 3?
Nope.
Crystal shards?
Oh yeah.
Kirby
Wow.
the Crystal Shards.
Megan Jacob got the answer right to one of the questions, and he says, I got one finally. I want to thank my mom and Jesus.
LED Naruto sends us this.
Dirty Dancing the game.
What is this? DS?
I think so. Yeah.
So much of DS, I got no idea.
The Pokemon game.
Nope.
How about the Phoenix Wright game then?
Nope.
999.
No.
Trauma Center.
Nope.
That's not a bad guess. Not a little bit of Trauma Center vibe.
Second opinion.
Doesn't sound like a
No.
A little too hyped up for the
The franchise, though.
Nintendo franchise? Franchise that she knows.
Really popular one.
Final Fantasy.
No.
Dragon Quest.
No.
A franchise that Sonic
No.
that's really popular and was on the DS. Still going today? To Castlevania?
Not happening.
Didn't sound like it.
A game franchise or like a movie, TV show?
Game.
Mega Man.
It is.
Mega Man X.
What is this? Mega Man ZX?
Mega Man ZX.
I don't even remember that. I remember the
Kirby
game, but not
pulling
that song.
through.
Good job, Kirby.
This one comes from, that was from LED Naruto, by the way. This one comes from Bowling for Bear.
Oh my God, I know this too. Fight. Oh my God, what system is this?
It was on Cube and Wii.
Legend of Zelda Twilight
It
Princess.
sure is.
Oh, that's the only game I know.
Oh, is
about.
it? Yeah, it's the snowboard. And that's why I never think of it because it's
That's
so
why
different for
Bowling
Zelda.
Bear sent it.
And Wii U is on Wii U.
Oh, yeah. This next one comes, good luck, from Retro Fire.
Okay, sounds like Game Boy. Color?
Yeah.
We got no chance of getting this.
Got no.
All right, so it's a sports game.
Nope.
It's a Japanese movie.
Is it a license?
Yep.
Aladdin.
Nope.
James Bond Jr.
No.
Going home.
Did they ever do it?
There might have been not here.
No.
Street
Samurai
Sharks.
Pizza Cats.
No. And no.
Ninja Pizza Girl?
Yu-Gi-Oh. Lil Samson.
Pokemon.
No.
Lil Midward. God. It's got some kind of like, I don't know how to put it, but it's got some kind of like Asian cowboy. I feel like it's
Total Recall.
No.
all right, we'll give in. We don't know.
Baby Felix Halloween.
Like Felix the cat?
Maybe Felix.
He was a baby?
What?
To start somewhere.
Maybe Felix Halloween, and that was prehistoric world, just for the record.
Obviously.
Wow.
That was
Well,
for
I mean, if you
I
asked for
said
the level of
Asian
the game, I
cowboy.
could have given you that.
right. This one comes from 6 Speed.
Should I know?
I think so.
What's this one?
Wii U.
Oh, Kia commercial with the hamsters.
Thinking game.
This is
Did the
Wii
hamsters
U.
ever make a game?
Sure, there's some Flash game out there.
Is it a DDR title?
I'm pretty sure a bunch of you guys should know it.
All right, is it a Wario game?
No.
Monster Hunter?
No.
Smash Brothers?
No.
Have I played this game?
I don't know.
I don't remember music to it.
It doesn't sound like a retail release. A bunch of how does a bunch play it when he's the only one? You own the Wii U and he's not playing it.
And I guess the one game that I
I guess
Oh,
own.
you
you're
got
on
it.
that.
Wow, that's great.
Well, it's a franchise that I know you play.
Okay,
really?
then I don't know.
If you guys were in
Go ahead.
I had to check my.
What was it?
Mass Effect 3.
Really?
Was there a dance party in that game?
Oh,
There
there's-
is
okay,
Gentlemen.
yeah.
there is the club scenes, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
I remember the one from Mass Effect
This
2.
is
but I
at
don't
the
remember.
Purgatory Bar.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't feel bad then if you guys don't remember.
I don't remember. I remember the one from 2 definitely because I have it on my iPod.
Fred
Three, I
McNanner
don't
sends us this
Listen,
one.
we all tried to forget Mass Effect 3, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
Whoa, wink, wink. Yeah, I know. Oh, this is a Dragon Quest. This is 100% a Dragon Quest. Oh, what one? Let's say 7.
Yep.
I just reviewed that.
Dragon Quest 7.
Was it new?
No.
This one comes from
They did
Wolfric
a port
Chaser.
that never came out here on 3DS.
Pokemon.
Digimon?
Digimon. Digimon.
That sounds most likely.
WarioWare?
That's not really awesome.
They're not saying Pika Pika.
I don't think so.
Pokemon title?
It's gonna be pretty much.
All right. Can you tell me if it's Sega? Because that guy that did all the Sonic Rush games likes to put in samples in it. So what's this one like?
I think 3DS.
All right, I got no idea.
For a park?
It was Ultimate Angler.
It's a
Wow.
fishing game?
Yep.
Good lord.
Like it's a trout
Ultimate
swimming
Angler
upstream.
Street
Yeah, nothing
Pass
like-
Fishing.
The quietness of being on the
Oh,
open
okay,
lake.
all right. So it's a Nintendo game.
Street Pass Fishing.
I've never
Maximilian X
played
sends
it.
us this one.
This could be really bad GBA or really good Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color.
Aladdin.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
What's this one?
this is
Yeah. This part-
Mario Tennis?
No.
Wham.
No.
The album again.
Super Mario.
No.
Or no, not Wham. Culture Club.
Zelda.
No.
Pokemon something. Pokemon Pinball.
No.
Pokemon on the Game Boy Color. Pokemon trading card game. Yeah.
All right. Last song comes from Mikey3319.
He likes it. Mikey likes it.
Yeah, it does. I think it sounds like another game. That whistling intro, whatever the hell that's supposed to be.
Another Mega Man game?
No.
Whoa. Solstice or something? Soleus?
No.
Sister Act.
Oh, that's familiar. I know this. Yeah, this could be a real bad Mega Man game.
I guess another name.
Yeah, the later Mega Man games didn't have such hot music. Hot jams. Franchise? Go ahead, I don't know. Everybody out?
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
Predator.
Predator.
Predator?
Predator's a franchise.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was thinking franchise meaning.
I think we get that point.
Like there's a little more to it. I'm sorry.
Nope.
So you got.
I wanna
how
play
many
that game.
wrong. You got
You're right.
1, 2,
3.
3,
Oh, now I get it.
4.
He says that way because he's an owl.
Yeah.
He says to who?
Who? You're just realizing this now?
Wait, is that the
You got
Who's
6.
Tootsie Roll Pop guy?
Yeah. A hoot owl.
To who?
3.
Revelations on today's podcast.
Oh, man.
Yeah, how many did we get?
Oh my god.
6? I feel like we did better.
I thought he was
Fell
just like
apart
a
at the
pompous,
end.
like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
educated man.
Yeah, we were really pulling him out of our ass in the beginning, but
Yeah, then Mass Effect 3 happened.
by the end, our asses were emptied.
Oh.
All right.
That just came out.
Thanks for
now,
watching.
like,
Thanks for listening.
20
We'll
years
see you next week.
later.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
30 years at least.
All right.
Oh my
we're
god!
still
And I
here.
never thought of that either. But that's like just the fact that Keo during the podcast, like, did you just recently see that commercial?
No,
Well, I
she
haven't-
said to
I've seen
who?
it so many times. I haven't, it's burned in my brain, but for some reason I never registered.
Never
I still think
No.
you're okay. I'm sure a lot of people didn't get that. I think
I never
mine-
got it.
Yeah, I never got it.
I was
either.
always
Mine
kinda-
was
yeah.
worse.
I was distracted by the fact that he, ate the lollipop on the count of 3.
All right. Cody wants to know if we want to do family dinner.
Oh, yeah. Well, is she bringing her baby?
Yep.
Yes, but the baby doesn't.
'Cause if
I
it
will
is
vouch
no
for the baby.
deal.
The baby doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Is it
That's
dead?
what babies typically do.
Maybe it is.
No, look.
No, it doesn't
she wants
cry
to go
like
to
it does
friendlies.
sugar.
To who?
Friendlies?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You cool with that? You cool? You cool? You
Where?
cool with that?
Yeah, sure.
You
You
cool with that?
know it,
Friendlies
bruh.
in Peaburg.
Peeper?
Friendlies?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. She's saying 6:15.
Isn't that
How
like
dare
right
she
now?
tell you when
It's
you're going to be
5.
done doing your updates?
Well, I have to start right now.
Must be nice, man. Having a vagina, you can get this guy to do whatever you want.
Wow, it's Mike says, wow, this is like a retro all-star podcast. Minus 2. It's true.
Thanks for reminding me.
Wow, it's Mike says, RMC, do you have an archive of all the old podcasts back in the GoNintendo podcast, GoNinPodcast.com days? Talk to RetroGN Pod on Twitter. He will give you all the episodes you're looking for. He's got them all chronicled. He is the man when it comes to that stuff. So, yes, he has tracked down every single episode. So he'll be able to help you. Talk to him directly. RetroGN Pod. Oh my God, we didn't do that. On Twitter.
Yeah,
No
where
music
do
next
you
week.
go to if you want to submit music?
GN Podcast Music at
Podcast,
gmail.com.
What time are we going? You said 6:15? I don't know.
Hold on.
Maybe be there at 6:15.
I gotta go lay down.
Hold on.
I got a whiz.
I'm seeing
Amazon.
Alien versus
I need
Predator
an
for
ad
Game
dollars.
Boy Advance.
She didn't say
color.
Game Boy Advance. Hold on, guys. I'm seeing something completely different here. All right, guys, we're done exporting. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're having a great weekend. Play some games and have some fun. And
Hold on. I'm seeing Alien versus Predator for Game Boy Color.
we'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Hold on. I see.